Vue.js is a JavaScript framework that's purpose-built for user interface development, and they prioritize performance and developer experience. I really like it. Often you'll find Vue.js compared to React.js. Now, React can be targeted for a lot of different platforms, and Vue is most looking like it's at the web, right? Or focusing on the web. Comparing that with React, Vue.js has, I would say, a little bit better developer experience, where it has just a little more minimal syntax and is better componentized that can fit into any application. You could also build full UI applications dedicated to the Vue.js framework. Because Vue.js is specifically focused on the front end, there's a lot of components and modules that will jump in and be a part of your journey that might help accelerate the product that you're currently working on, or also create a full encompassing framework that's full stack that includes the backend server as well. That works really well combined with Vue.js. Now we see that Vue 2 was announced to be sunsetted at the end of 2023. Well, guess what? That already happened. So now version 3 is in full swing. Even with the version 2, the prior version of Vue.js developer experience was a top priority. And so they brought that even more into Vue 3. Developer experience is even better now. So the main idea behind Vue.js is that it's a progressive JavaScript framework. So right here at the very beginning is what they're describing. They make it approachable, so it's really easy to build apps, but they also make it really performant. What they do is they, take care of all those compilations and optimizations for you as much as possible, so you don't even have to worry about it. All you have to do is build your app, and in this really cool, concise way. We have to check this out. Check this out really quick. All right, take a look at this. This is a full all-in-one Vue.js app. It includes the template layer, the code layer for the application logic, and the style. And it's all in one file. It's in this .vue file. This is great. It's minimal code, easy to read. You can see everything right here on the page. They also provide some nice little enhancements to the template system, where it allows you to assign UI actions to, for example, increment a counter, and then you can store that data, and the counter will have access based on the scope of this Vue file. That's really easy to read. You understand how it works. It's clean, it's easy. It's a really good developer experience. Vue, in this case, I would say, wins over other frameworks by providing this level of simplicity. If you're looking to build a JavaScript UI front end, you'll probably look at Vue.js. You'll also consider, if you're building a brand new project or product, to use a full stack framework. And something that is on our top list, the #1 most popular Vue ecosystem component here is Nuxt. Now, Nuxt is going to be that full stack framework that you're going to have that's going to take care of all the back end, all the database interactions, all the abstractions, and all the communication with the front end. So it makes sense, since Vue is specifically targeted and focused on the UI segment. You'll need something that takes care of the database and the back end and the connectivity and communication of that. So this is where Nuxt comes in. Nuxt is going to be comparable to the React version of Next.js, where that is also full stack. And with Vue, it's the same thing with Vue, but you just get to use it with Vue this time. So the idea and the power of Vue components, you get to leverage. Oh, it's so good. I just love it. It's just, look at this syntax. Isn't it fantastic? And you can import as needed different components. It's phenomenal. Oh, it goes even further. I wasn't thinking. Let's check this out. So they even go all the way to SEO as well. So with Nuxt.js, right, when you're building Vue components and Vue, just the user experience altogether, you don't necessarily think about how search engines are going to crawl or things like that, because if it renders on the page, it might be presented differently, or the search engine might not get all the data it's looking for. What's great is that it is also, with Next.js, it adds all these features that don't come with Vue out of the box. The big one, of course, is data fetching, organizing and routing. That is actually a big part of Vue itself. Though in this case, they create like this all-encompassing framework. So Nuxt is going to be, I can see why Nuxt is at the top of the list here in the Vue ecosystem. Vue comes with state management, but Nuxt provides a simple way to share a reactive SSR server-side. Ooh, okay. So part of the picture is when just Vue.js framework alone is just going to be the front end, right? Just the UI. And then when you start getting into the back end, you need to also be able to sync that data up to the front end. And it looks like Nuxt is going to be giving that as well. So it takes care of server routes, importing. Okay, so this is a lot of the hard stuff that Vue.js doesn't come with out of the box. This is pretty great. So if you are looking to build a whole full stack application, you are interested in using Vue for the simplicity on the front end, you'll look at Nuxt. Nuxt is going to give you all the server components. It basically takes care of all the remaining parts that are missing from Vue.js. We're taking a look at the Vue ecosystem. Of all the projects that use Vue for you or are additive into Vue.js ecosystem, we are taking a look next at SlideV. SlideV isn't really necessarily going to be something that you'd use to improve your existing project. Instead, SlideV is a standalone that you can use to create slides, and they make them really easy. It's a really straightforward slide mechanism. It just allows you to easily write Markdown, and then your output is a slide. So it's mostly really easy to build slides using Markdown. So all I have to do is type in text, and I get a really great slide experience. So the main feature is that primary feature here is Markdown, right? So you build in Markdown. It's developer friendly, so you can even have coding and live coding. Themable, so you can change the design and look, even though it's all written in Markdown, you can easily change the way it looks. They have a bunch of themes and pre-built. You can embed Vue components directly? Oh! So you can create a slide that is interactive. All right, that's pretty powerful. Okay. That's something that most slides don't allow you to do, is to build additional capabilities into each slide. Okay, that's really powerful. Yeah, presenter mode, that's pretty standard with slides. And then you can even control it with your phone, which is great. So you've got like the clicker, so you can go to the next slide. Drawing and annotation, built-in LaTeX for math equations, which makes, because typing on the keyboard, you can't really create these symbols and formats in the way you're looking. So LaTeX makes it really easy to build equations that you would on paper. Nice diagrams, icons, a whole bunch of other stuff. Ooh, built-in recording. Oh, that's neat. I mean, that's totally not necessary because you could do it another way, but that's nice that it has a built-in recording. Oh, you can export. Nice. Okay. Really easy to build. I like this Markdown. It's really easy to see. Even supports, code annotation with syntax highlighting. It goes a lot further, I know, because I've seen examples where it will do some pretty neat stuff for you. Try it online. Here we go. It does take it's taking a little while to load. I'm actually surprised because it's just a slide, right? You would think, but these are pretty advanced slides because you can do a lot with them, and this looks like it's going to give us a lot. Well, actually, this is not too many slides. You wouldn't think this would take so long. But it is taking, it's been almost a minute now, and it's still installing dependencies. Though, I do see, okay, so this might actually be NPM, not necessarily related to Vue.js and slide view itself. Once the slide is built and it's rendered, then it's going to be fast. So we don't really care so much about the build time on this case. Just in case you're trying this as well, it is very much taking a good amount of time to load here. It's liking to, is it gonna, it works, okay, finally. Okay, that was at least 3 minutes worth of loading. But once it's all loaded, I mean, look how easy. So all you have to do is type in, it even supports HTML. Oh, you can even have custom CSS. That's pretty sweet, that's pretty nice. So you just write in markup, right? You just mark down, right? And then you can add in your own extra stuff here, syntax highlighting, TypeScript. All right, this is really powerful. So you've got nice animations, right? So all you had to do was write this markdown, and you automatically get animations. We've got some keyboard shortcuts. I'm using the arrow keys here. Some slide build, so you get like partial slides, code animation and highlighting. I like this. So if you're looking on the screen here, you can really focus on different parts of the code and animate and build code and step through. That's cool. That's something that would take a lot of time to build if you were doing it by hand. It's a lot of, look at that. You got these circly circles, some built-in animations, math for LaTeX, diagrams. All right, just about everything that you need. So if you're looking to build some slides with some pretty decent animations and syntax highlighting and all that hard work, use SlideV. Oh, SlideV, slides for developers. I get it. Number 3 on the most popular Vue ecosystem items is the Vue element admin. It's a magical Vue admin. The idea is it's a full, ready, pre-built admin UI that you can just grab and use right away, which I really like. We jump right in, it takes you straight to the GitHub page. It gives you instructions, you get a full UI here. They even give you a demo link, which you can click here. You'll log in, and then it's look at the dashboard. It's got like ooh, this is neat. I like this. What is this graph called? And you've got this pie chart with interesting embedding and animations with hovers. That's nice. All this is built for you automatically. Ooh, charts, components, icons. Okay. Wow, I see why this is. So this is number 3, right? This is the number 3 item. It's got all the stuff that you're gonna need in order to build a UI, essentially. This is pretty fantastic. So if you're looking to get started quickly and you just need different UI components and icons, basically it covers almost all possible needs for displays. So it's got a bunch of Vue components ready to go, built for you automatically. In the Vue.js ecosystem, we see that VueJS is, wait, hold on a second. Time out. Vue versus VueJS, they look very similar on the outset. However, Vue, if we take Vue just as the framework itself, Vue.js is going to be focusing primarily on the user's interface and its presentation of that user interface. Now, it doesn't go much further beyond that other than some common state management locally, and its ability to present that data and re-render templates. Vue.js is mostly focused on that and having a good developer experience for creating a really good user experience for the front end on the UI. Now, if you want to go a step further, VueJS is where you're going to run into additional things that you would normally have to build into Vue yourself. They just take care of you. They just make it much easier. Things like, for example, gamepad detection and the usage of gamepads, other user inputs, audio, some maybe other kinds of elements. Wait, hold on, Bluetooth? Wait, no way, really? There's a Bluetooth. Oh, this is interesting. Request Bluetooth device. Ooh, look at that. All right, okay. I didn't even know that was a thing. So you can get additional hardware and additional inputs with VueJS. VueJS is a collection of Vue composition utilities. So as you need it, you might need additional capabilities, right, that you want to build and collect. I bet you there's geolocation as well, right? Yep, location, here we go. So we can see it brings in the location. Got it, okay. That's pretty powerful. So we also have battery state, right? We gotta get the current status of the battery. Are we running low or are we doing good? We also have network status. Are we currently connected or is the UI unable to proceed forward because the UI requires that there is an active connection, so that way you can send data or read data from a server API. They've also got some nice animations. Ooh, very nice. Okay, so that's pretty powerful. Reverse, neat, cancel. Okay, so it's got a nice interval feature that's really Vue style, like the Vue API, really easy to use, so you can increment a counter automatically and then every 200 milliseconds, it looks like there. So you want to find VueJS whenever you are looking to build additional components or capabilities into your application. Very often you'll find that a function is already written for you, specifically designed in the Vue framework format, that makes it really easy just to bring it into your Vue application and then leverage it directly. So if you're ever using Vue.js, you'll more often than not run into VueJS because it just provides so much extra capabilities built in. Now, you might not want to build your own UI components using Vue.js. It seems like all the UI components would already have been built for us. The answer is yes, they have. And there is a nice repository here, Element Plus, a Vue.js library that has a whole bunch of pre-built elements ready for us to use. So you don't have to build them yourselves. It's already written in the Vue.js framework format, and they make it really, oh, look, a button, right? Something as easy as a button. It goes a step further because you want different colors for your buttons. That's really clean. Okay. Different kinds of buttons, different styles, buttons with icons. All right, buttons can get pretty advanced. I didn't even think of that. Different shapes and sizes and interactions. Oh, excellent. Okay, so they also have some nice pre-built, ready for you made UI components that makes it easy for you to take advantage of different layout styles, right? So you might have just a standard header and then main body. You might have something at the bottom of the page every time. You might only need the left panel, or you might want everything, right? You might want to sort of have a super admin UI. You might want to pull in different icons that can be easily displayed. I see there's a bunch of nice icons that are ready to use for you here that can represent specific meanings within your application. Now they have one here called text. Now isn't that the most basic? You would think text would be fairly simple and straightforward, though it looks like they have a nice variety of different shapes and sizes of text that helps it make it really easy for you to get started. You don't have to worry about the CSS aspects. So if we look at the code for the text, we have the element or L text, which makes it really easy to apply different styles and themes. So you can say tag is going to be P for paragraph, B for bold, I for italic. You can have strike through with this deleted, and then you can mark sort of like highlighting, right? So you've got this marked, which is sort of like doing a highlighter over the text. Oh wow, this scroll bar goes on. There's a lot of stuff here. Oh, a calendar? Excellent. All right, I didn't want to have to make one, but guess what? You don't have to. There's already a pre-built calendar ready to go for you. Infinite scroll, very nice. So it just keeps going. It just keeps going. Some nice pagination. Oh, this is great. So these are very common components that you need in many applications. And what's great about Element Plus is they have done that for you easily and automatically. Look how simple it is. And you just import using this the tag of the view element. You put some tags in it, some parameters and attributes on how you want it to look and feel within your application. And then you've got pagination. Oh, you've got progress bars. Excellent. Okay. We've got some drop-down lists here, some nice animations that are assigned with it. Very nice. Got the dialog pop-up. So whenever you need to present the user with some information that they need to make a decision on that's critical, you can pop up a window there. And the code for that is really simple. Actually, I was assuming it was gonna be a little bit more simple, but you do need to be able to handle the case where you capture their input. So it's nice that they give you the entire example here. Wait, there's a nested dialogue? Oh, open another inner dialogue. All right, just in case you need it. I like how this example is kind of funny. It's like you can either cancel or you could know that there's no other option in the first place. You have to cancel. Oh, neat. There's like this little message component that just shows up on the page like this. That's kind of nice. Oh, we've got a tooltip as well, so you can see. Very nice. Okay. So if you're building a Vue.js application, you might as well just go straight to Element Plus and grab all the UI components that you need because they've already built them for you, and you can style them to match the needs of your designs.